let me just tell you who I am and what I'm doing. So my name is Leah and I'm from the PR department of AudaCity Capital, and at the minute I'm just conducting interviews with our traders to find out more about their background in trading and how they got into trading. So the first question I'd like to ask you is just to introduce yourself and how you got into trading. What was your journey to get into the industry?
So I first heard of Forex trading back in 2016. I was actually living in Colombia with my wife. It was through a friend. So my brother-in-law decided that it was a very interesting idea. So we started taking just an online course and started to watch videos about it. And then he actually, I actually had during the Brexit around that time, I had my first $500 account. I had a great day. And then I decided to, move forward with it. But then the next day, the market was crazy. I lost my account. So that was kind of like one of those days that you say, well, is this for me? I got very emotional because of my huge loss. And then I decided to take a little break. But my brother-in-law decided to really go into it. He went to, all trading classes. He started purchasing more and more courses. And a year later, I got back because I was living in Colombia, and then I moved back to the US with my wife. First, I tried to get a job at a restaurant and just to pay the bills. But my brother-in-law always tried to, keep pushing the idea of, the trading can work, the trading can work. Obviously, you're going to blow an account or two, but you're going to keep learning. So back in 2017, after 6 months of, my brother-in-law trying to push it on me, I decided to put open another account, refund my account, and go from there. So I started with $1,000. I was able to grow my account to a little over $15,000, and that was in about 3 months. With the whole teachings, the whole course that we were doing together, and I kind of fell in love again with the trading business. So I started purchasing courses on my own. I have about 3 courses that I'm following back to back. I already finished all of them, but it's just one of those courses that you go back to just to see what you can tweak here and there and better your strategy. I restarted heavily on Forex this year due to the coronavirus, so I said, I'm going to dedicate myself 100% to Forex, 100% to trading, because obviously everybody was losing their jobs, people were losing their positions. So instead of looking for one of those jobs just to look, I decided to really put 100% of my time. And as of right now, I hit a little bit of, the losing streak for about a month, but I know it's all part of the psychology. It's about not giving up. It's about the risk management. So I'm always very cautious because I know how emotional people can get once they see 1 or 2 or 3 accounts blown. But it's about the risk management, and it's about knowing that it happens, and you will lose. You will go through that losing streak. But it's about pushing through and learning new strategies. It's always beneficial to keep learning. And people say 1% of the people who are in this business actually succeed, and they're able to make it a full-time career because of those ups and downs. I think this year has been great for me because it shows that I was able to push through, even though I blew accounts in the past. We go through losing streaks, but we also go through winning streaks. So I was able to grow my account 1,500% in the past, and I just have a feeling I'll be able to do it again. And those losing streaks that people go through, it's just a form of the market to weed out the people who actually are not in it 100%. So this is what I want to do. It's one of those things that you just keep learning, push through the tough times, and you definitely see if you keep your psychological part of the trading under control, I have no idea. I have no doubt actually that you will be able to succeed.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds great. It sounds like you're doing really well, and I agree with you in terms that, especially when you go into Forex, everything isn't a linear progress. Like, you will lose things, you will blow up accounts. So literally everyone I've talked to and did interviews with, they've did the exact same. So that's kind of what these interviews are about as well, like letting people know that you can still keep going, even if you lose something. Like, try not to get hit too hard by it, because it happens. So yeah, so my next question would be, when and how did you learn to trade successfully? Was it through trial and error? Did you have a mentor? Did someone teach you anything like that?
My brother-in-law, after he went to school, with professional traders, and he actually tried to, teach me everything. He kind of like took me under his wing when he was realizing that I was ready to give up. Like, even though I had a different career, different jobs, I always had the Forex. It was something very constant in my life. So he said, the one thing you've been doing continuously since 2016 is Forex. So why don't you and I sit down? I'm going to teach you everything I've learned. So I see my brother-in-law as a mentor. And he taught me, the fact that, you lost in the past, but you're able to do this. So after that, we went through the basics. He taught me pretty much everything he knew. So I joined a page where they have 3 mentors. They're actually from London. So I've been, I was able to add 3 brand new strategies to my arsenal. And I see, that it was working out for me. So I consider, my brother-in-law getting me back full time, getting my mind ready, and to go back into this and say, like, this is what I want to do. He taught me some strategies that he learned in the past. But, I did join a course. They have 3 traders. And now I just purchased another course, because it's always good to just, there's always something new to learn. I just purchased another course from a person in Florida that's from. So I already finished the course one time. I am on, it was like a 35-hour course. Now I'm just going back to it once again and, working on my strategies and perfecting it and, see what I was doing wrong in the past. So those mentors, they also showed me that, how to keep track, how to learn from the losses and not just like, be negative. So I think the learning the strategy is one thing, but learning how to have the mindset to just not give up. So that's, I think, the most important thing I got from my mentor. So that, that's a very positive thing about always taking different courses. You will learn a different strategy, but also it's another person telling you, hey, even if you lose, it will be all right. And if you push through and if you follow the proper risk management, chances are you're not going to blow your account if you trade cautiously and if you do things by the book. So I'm keeping a very tight record of all my trades. And if I lose, I know exactly why I lost. So eventually everybody goes through the bad streak, but I know it's just coming to an end, and with the proper risk management, everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think that is good advice, and yeah, I think mentors are quite good. A lot of people that I've interviewed have had a few mentors, and that's really lifted them to the next scale of trading, so that's nice to hear. So you're with the funded trader program with AudaCity Capital, yeah? Yeah, so how has that been for you so far? Has it been okay? Or has it, just how have you been with AudaCity Capital?
I love the fact that, a company would trust me with their capital. Obviously, I do have personal accounts. The only thing is I've always considered myself more like a swing trader. Sometimes when I found really, really good positions, I, if you do the risk management properly, sometimes I would have a trade open for about a month, 2 months. But that's the only, for me, that's the only, not negative, but it's the one thing that actually kept me from working my strategy. Sometimes like we're not allowed to keep trades over the weekend. So that just kept me now, now I have to adapt. Instead of doing the swing trading, I'm going to go back to like, the intraday trading like I was doing before. And it works out. But everything's been great. I like the fact that they have, a team, if there's major news coming up, they will let you know, please close your trade. So it feels like it's also another safety net. But yeah, no, I'm having a great time. Like I said, even if you go through the losing streak, my risk management is on point. So all it takes is, one good week and you'll make up for all the losses. I've been with the program this is going on my second month. But I'm enjoying it. It's nice to know that someone else trusted me with their money, and I want to grow with the company. I've been watching a lot of videos of people that are getting to those $100,000 accounts within a couple of months. So it shows that, everybody else, well, not everybody else, but some people, if they put the effort, they will get there. And I have no doubt that I'm putting the time. This is all I'm doing right now, so we'll get there as well. And